Chartner TA update. I'm going to be diving back into XRP this evening, and just diving into some TA for you guys. So yeah, looking at this where we are now. Okay, this is on the daily time frame, just to keep that in mind. Sorry, forgive me. So currently speaking, okay, right now this is our current support level. Okay, so this previous resistance, we had this double bottom. Okay, we're coiled up with this higher level of support here for XRP. Okay, you came up, you broke out, you met the technical target of this double bottom pattern, and right now all you've done is retraced back down to this neckline, and basically are holding that as support currently. So for XRP to continue this uptrend here, it needs to hold this 41 cents, okay, which is currently wicked down to. But currently speaking, I mean, looking at XRP here, okay, you've had this bullish cross on the daily. You came up, you got back above the EMAs, okay. You've been holding them as support. You was holding this 20 beautifully, okay. But right here, you came up, you put in a lower high than this high, okay, and you started to roll back. You lost the 20, and what's happened here? You've come down to the 55 for support, okay, and off the 55, you're starting to bounce back up, run back into this 20 here on the daily time frame. Okay, so you're basically caught right now between this 20 and this 55, looking to see whether you're going to break out and get the retest of these local highs, or if you're going to get rejected and potentially come back down to 41 cents to retest support. Okay, so that's basically where we're caught at the moment. But I wanted to point out one sort of pattern here for XRP. Okay, now going from this low, okay, this current low that we're at, we hit 4 days ago, retracing back to this high. If you start to see XRP here, okay, run into this 20 and fail to break that and pull back and lose the 55, I do think, as I said, at a minimum, you're looking to come and retest this 41 cents. But potentially here, you've got something larger on your hands than this, okay? So in the near short term, if we fail to take out and get back above the 050 or the 0618 and we meet these as resistance, okay, potentially here, and start to roll down, potentially you can see you've got this left shoulder, this head, and if you get rejected by these key ratios, potentially you're forming a right shoulder, okay, and you've basically got this horizontal level of support here on the closes. I like going on the closes for head and shoulders. I don't know what it is. Some people like to use the wicks as support, so you know, someone's support line would be right here, for example, something like this. But for me, you can see that where the candles are closing here, okay, you've had this exact symmetrical close, okay, on this point of contact 3 times. Okay, so this is a point of contact. You've had a wick there, and you've also had these closes here. Now, as I've said, what this could indicate, okay, if you do fail to come up and break through that 0618, okay, which I will get the price tag back on for you in a minute, sorry, but you have got this left shoulder, this head, and potentially if you do come up and meet resistance, okay, i.e. the same as this left shoulder head, if you do meet that, okay, and start to get pushed back down and lose this support, okay, this neckline of support, you will have further targets to the downside. Okay, and potentially what that would be, how you measure it, you go from the head to the neckline of support, and where you lose support, you measure where your breakdown would be. Okay, and potentially if you did start to come down and lose 41 cents, okay, you're looking to come and meet a technical target of around, I think it's 37. Now, what may tie up with that? 37 cents, okay, and if you was to have this head and shoulders sort of play out and you did get rejected and start to retest this 41, okay, you can see that from this high, okay, retracing back down to this low, that 37 cents roughly sits around the 1272 on this retracement. Okay, so from this high retracing to this low, okay, if you start to get rejected by the 050 at 47 cents, okay, 47 cents, if you start to come up here and get rejected, okay, and potentially roll over and start to hit your head, I think for a minimum you're looking to come down to the 1272, okay, which is that 38 cent area, and would be the technical target of this head and shoulders pattern here if you did lose support. Okay, so for me, was it a 37? Sorry, the one between these areas, the 1272 and the 1618. So yeah, guys, it's all about holding support right now. It's literally all about holding support. As I've said, this is the negative scenario. You run into resistance, pull back, okay, you lose this neckline, turn that to resistance. You have to hold 41 cents. If 41 cents doesn't hold, okay, you're potentially getting thrown back into this large ascending triangle pattern where you've had a breakout and you're getting thrown back in, looking to come back for support on this ascending triangle. Okay, and it's called a throwback, and then you come up again and you retest this as resistance once more. So moving forward here, what I'm looking for is a hold of support, okay, a break above this 20, and i.e. a retest of this high, because if you can't retest and break this high, okay, it does look like potentially you will run into resistance, fall back, and you've got lower highs here, okay, and you'll basically form some sort of descending triangle, and equally, as I've said, that head and shoulders, okay, and then if you do just keep getting rejected, you're going to come up and coil up and eventually lose support and go short, okay, and again, that 41 cents is the key area we have to hold. So right now we have had, as I've said, we've had a lovely bounce off the 55, but it's all about breaking this 20, okay, so all about breaking that 20 and getting above 48 cents. If you can get back above that and coil up here and start to break out and retest these local highs, things are looking very healthy. Okay, but if you don't and you start to get rejected at 48 and you start to come back down and lose 41, okay, 42, and these levels of support, you're going to get a throwback back into this pattern, looking for some sort of larger A, B, potential C wave correction to find higher support, of which then again, I think you either come back and retest this trend line, or you hold and retest that 41 cent support as resistance, okay, if you do lose it. So it's just something to keep an eye on, okay, it's just something to keep an eye on, this head and shoulders, okay, and equally you got this resistance now of the 050 above you, of which you could create a lower high here, a lower high which would than this high, which would indicate depleting buying pressure. So yeah guys, that's a quick update for you today on XRP. I hope you enjoyed today's content. Again, just key points to take away: 41 cents, okay, this low right here is where we need to hold. If you do start to see closes below 41 cents, I do think you're in further downside targets, okay, and those again are a minimum of a retracement to around 38 to 35 cents, okay, and you could potentially be doing something like this. You've got this high here, okay, you've coming back for an ABC correction, run into the 050 at 47 now, that should be wave, okay, so you've got A, B, and then potentially you're coming down for a large C to one of these targets here, looking for this higher level of support to get continuation, okay, that's only if the bearish side plays out. Again, the bullish scenario here, the bullish scenario for me is basically taking out this one fib, okay, taking out 55 cents, getting back above these key ratios, holding them as support and looking to retest 55, and at that point again potentially you could get some sort of higher low ascending triangle here coiling up before you get the breakout to retest that 55. But at the moment, as it is, okay, the 20 is key resistance. We need to break above that, and equally we need to break above 48 cents, okay, and the 050, which is around this rough area here. So yeah guys, a quick update for you today on XRP. I hope you enjoyed the content. I will be monitoring it during the week on more updates, so please stay tuned. Please do like, comment and subscribe. Until next time, from Chart Nerd TA, peace out.